Hey, people, this is our last time entertaining this nonsense, and this is just a message out to Fernando Gonzalez so you can understand exactly how the law actually works. Because for some reason, you're posing as this fake. I don't know who this guy's supposed to be today, but he's contacting us with emails telling us that there's nothing that can be done. It's out of the jurisdiction, all that. No, nobody. You can be prosecuted. If you transfer to another state or whatever, you can be prosecuted. Once you get charges filed against you, they're not going to sit there and say, okay, you live in another state, there's nothing you can do. If that was the case, then the minute we brought down anything about you, they would have told us right from the door, there's no point in filing this, there's no point in filing the incident reports or none of this because he lives way over here and we can't touch him. There's no such thing. The fact that you have an incident report means there were charges filed against you, which means what happens is because they happen online, the FBI has a task force for this. And this task force is designed to go in and to track down individuals, whether you live in another country, whether you live here in the United States, whether you're in a different state, it doesn't really make a difference. That's what they're for. It's basically an online task force cyber crime unit that basically we were redirected to put your incident report in. And that's what was happening. That's who's going to be coming to your front door is FBI. So I think you got it mixed up. So you claimed that you contacted the Allentown Police Department. Remember, we made a copy of that letter, and that letter will be given to a judge. Also, too, I'll be bringing that down to the police on Monday, verifying that you did call in and make this statement, because I'm pretty sure they didn't tell you at the end of the day that, hey, look, there's nothing he can do at the end of the day. You're free to do whatever you want to do, blah, blah, blah. No, that didn't happen. So this can get you in a lot of trouble for contacting us and making false accusations that you reached out to Allentown's police. Because if you didn't, this can get you in a lot of trouble. And I'll be making a copy of that email and taking it down there to them. Now, first things first, you contacted Allentown Police. They're not going to sit there and tell you at the end of the day that there's nothing that he could do. What would be the point of us going down there? What would be the point of us getting an incident report, getting things documented, everything on record, having all the pictures and everything scanned into the system? What would be the point of all that? If you don't have a case, they're not even going to waste the time. That's a lot of paperwork you have to do at the end of the day. For every incident report we have to bring down on you, that's a ton of paperwork. So what is the point of them going in and filling out all that paperwork, scanning everything into the system for absolutely nothing? If you don't have a case, they're not going to do any of that paperwork. That's the first thing officers complain about is all the paperwork they got to do. And they got to do a ton of paperwork. I dated a couple of officers. I know the law. So, and on top of that, I have friends that are officers. So, no, if you don't have a case, they won't even bother the paperwork. They won't bother an incident report, nothing at all, because it's a waste of time. So you sending me a letter telling me you contacted Allentown Police. This letter is printed out. It's already forwarded out. I have an agent that's actually working on the case in the detectives unit. So you have Allentown's Police, they have the detectives unit, and the detective unit's involved with the FBI. That's who has your case. So when I went to the page, all I had to do is go to Allentown, give them all the information. They fill out the report. They tell me to bring any documents, any files, anything they can scan to build your case. It goes to a detectives unit, and the detectives unit, they transfer it to these guys. That's where we went in and filled out all the information. We have to have an incident report. So the incident report allows us to be to log in here so they can go back and check back and forth with the police. They get all the information they need on you. You're going to court. I see he's sending us these emails. He's scared. He's sending us these emails where he's this fake person that they call himself Roger something. And he's saying that, oh, you're dumb, you're stupid. I called Allentown Police Department. They said there's nothing that they can do and this, that, and the other. It's out of their jurisdiction. It's not out of their jurisdiction when the FBI is involved. FBI, look it up, has a crime task force. I put all the information below. So if you have a problem with the troll and you're able to figure out where they're at and where they're living at, this is what you do. You go down to your police district and you file charges against them. Make sure you have substantial evidence because they're going to need all that. Once you have all your evidence in, they're going to give you an incident report. You take that incident report and you contact these guys. They're going to give you the information. You contact these guys. They have an investigation bureau basically for online harassment, terroristic threats, all that stuff. That's what they specialize in. So you take the incident report in, you type all that information in and everything that they need, and then they'll go in and then your case is set. You need a person's first name, last name, address, all that. That's why I told you that your official address is there. You keep sending out these messages that you moved. That doesn't mean anything to me at the end of the day. They have you on record of where you live at. Your company's on record on where you live at. If you fail to contact and let them know that you have moved, you will acquire a bench warrant. That's what you will get. It's already set in stone. Everything's ready to go. So it doesn't make a difference if you transfer to a new state. It doesn't make a difference if you leave. It doesn't make a difference. I'm not the one concerned about this. You should be, because again, you'll get a bench warrant. And these are the people that will be coming to your front door. That's what's going to happen. Your file, your report is going to transfer to an FBI investigation unit in California, along with California police. All of them involved are going to know about you when all that hits the fan. So if you go missing, guess what? It's been a warrant. It's been put out for your arrest, which means highway patrol, police, whatever in that area is going to know at the end of the day that you have not showed up for court and you have an official bench warrant on you. No matter what state you go to, that bench warrant's going to follow you everywhere you go. You become a fugitive. So I don't know what you're trying to do by sending me these emails. Maybe you're trying to discourage me from basically giving up and dropping the case. You know they can get you in a lot of trouble, right? And a lot of trouble that you're contacting me, the person who filed the case, and you're sending me all this weird stuff saying, hey, no point in basically doing this and that. He moved and we called the police down there and they said there's nothing you could do about it and blah. If that was the case, we would have got that the first minute we came down. We've never got an incident report. That's what I mean by at the end of the day, that this individual is not a very smart person. He's not. He's not a very intelligent person. You're going to jail. That's what's going to happen. And by you sending me this nonsense at the end of the day, you're going to get more jail time for this. So I'll be happy to take this down to the police department on Monday, your email and everything you sent down, and we'll let them decide whether or not there's a case or not. Because if there wasn't a case, Fernando, I wouldn't have gotten an incident report. They wouldn't have bothered taking in and scanned all the information. I wouldn't have the special detective that's working on the case. I wouldn't have any of that. Period. So don't think because you live in this next state that you can't be touched. Yes, you can. That's what these guys are for. So you can be reached. You don't listen to me when I talk. I just sat there and said FBI agents will be coming to your front door. Did I ever say anything about police coming to your front door? You have police come to your front door when they transfer for your arrest, when they come to get you, to charge you. You have to be processed. You have to be in the system. So you'll get down there, you'll lose your shoelaces and sneakers and whatever they do at the end of the day, and take off your belt, and you'll sit in front of that sign with that little number in front of you, take the pictures and everything. Now, judging by all the evidence we have on you right now, you're not getting bail. You'll be lucky if you get bail. But when you come down here, you'll be down here in Allentown. And remember what you said about jurisdiction? Yeah, you can't come down here for any of your lawsuits. You're being sued. So if you pop down here in Allentown, you're automatically arrested on the spot. So you can't come down here for any of your lawsuits. You can't even fight your case. If you wanted to, you can't. You can't show up, you can't appear, nothing. You'll be arrested on the spot. So the fact that you sent me emails telling me that it's out of your jurisdiction, there's nothing that can be done, that's bullcrap. People do get arrested in other states, right? People run. They run to other states. And because you're in a different state doesn't mean it's out of the jurisdiction. That means whatever police officer within that state can come and arrest you. FBI can grab you from anywhere. FBI can actually, and it's true, they can override a police investigation. So that's who has your case. That's who you got filed under. All right, then. That's basically about it. Don't need to go any farther with that. I will be printing up your email and getting ready. I think I need to forward that to this account. And I'm going to be printing it up, showing you the police, and also, too, found another charge against you for harassment, contacting my email, and trying to discourage me to drop charges because you contacted the Allentown police and they basically vouched with you saying there was nothing we could do about it. I hope you're ready for that because you can get into a lot of trouble for that. So did a police officer tell you this or did you lie about this? Because this is some very serious charges that you're about to get charged with. And we have the information right there. You mentioned your name's mentioned quite a few times in there. All right, then. I hope you're ready for this. Remember, you brought this on yourself. So when you're sitting in front of that judge and they pull out that piece of paper saying, here, we have information here where you basically impersonated a police officer, basically having conversations with you back and forth, that you contact the Allentown Police Department. And we're going to go down there and verify this on Monday. Now, like I said, if there's no case, guess what? It doesn't make it to an incident report. They'll literally tell you right there that we can't file this because there's not enough evidence. There's no point in taking this to court because it's a waste of time. No, they have so much evidence on you, Jamie, that they advised us to go here to take care of it. I can get an issue a warrant for your arrest. Did you know that? The only problem with that is that basically they can come and get you. They can arrest you. It's the problem that basically trying to prosecute you, I would have to come down there. But with the FBI involved, you have to come up here. So again, we'll see you soon. I'll see you in court real soon, and you'll be down here and we'll get you prosecuted. I have no idea how this person thinks at the end of the day. I don't know what kind of Mickey Mouse world he lives in. He thinks that someone files charges against somebody that just because they go to another state doesn't mean anything. You get people, I get when people got shot and murdered where I used to live at back in the day, and they're in jail right now. Doesn't make a difference. They caught half of those people down south or in a completely different state. That don't mean anything. They don't sit there and go, oh, well, he don't live here anymore. Oh, he moved down south. Okay, let's just drop the case. No, they'll hunt you. They'll hunt you until your last breath. That's how they do it. They don't never give up, ever give up. So you can travel anywhere you want. Heck, FBI's involved. You can go, you can leave the states if you want. They're still going to track you. You can't go anywhere. So I know you're afraid. It's normal. This is normal behavior, how people react. But I'm the last person you need to contact right now with that dumb nonsense. This is going to get you in some more trouble. So I'm going to take this on Monday morning. I'm going to there's a police captain I can talk to over there and say, hey, we've been receiving emails from this particular individual. They're going to trace your emails, by the way, so you know that. So whoever did send that and involved Jamie in it, they're going to trace the email. They have to. And it involved saying that the Allentown police gave them information saying there was nothing they can do and we didn't have a case. Hope it was worth it. All right, so you got to understand if it all works, Chow Jamie. You said you contacted the Allentown police and they told you that we can't touch you. You can't be touched because you're in a different state. So what they said was that because it's long distance, they can issue a warrant for your arrest, but it'd be much better to contact the FBI because they basically deal in that particular with online threats. That's what they specialize in. So all your incident reports, all your documents, all your evidence that we have against you was scanned into the Allentown Police Department. This was transferred to the detectives unit, and the detectives unit is the ones that advise us to contact the FBI. Your incident report, which I had to go and pay $15 for over in records to take that to the FBI and to file my case against you. And now your documents, your criminal charges that are filed against you and all your charges are with these guys. They have your documents now. And they have the jurisdiction to go anywhere they want. Because that's what they specialize in. FBI Online Task Force. This is what you're dealing with now. National Cyber Investigation Joint Task Force. That's what you're dealing with. Not the Allentown Police. The Allentown Police filed your records. They're the ones you have to contact. They're the ones involved in hunting you and bringing you to justice. So keep in mind, not only do you have the criminal charges, you have mail fraud charges that were filed against you. That also involves the government. You also committed perjury against your company with the LLC that was already reported with these guys because they know about it too now. Again, these are government agencies coming for you, not police officers, agencies. So this is who is involved. So you understand, Fernando? That's who is involved. National Cyber Investigation Joint Task Force. They are involved. Now, Stop sending me letters, crying and whining about how we don't have the ability to have you arrested in court, because we do. I will see you in court when the date comes up. I will make sure that the judge knows of these letters, and of course there's going to be a report anyway. We're going to file reports against you anyway about how you made false accusations that the Allentown police said such and such and so. This will get you in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. So that's who's involved, Jamie. Oh, my goodness. I swear. He sent the email talking about, you're stupid, you're an idiot, you don't know what you're talking about, this, that, and the other, so and so and so. I contacted the Allentown Police Department down there. They said that, I'm out of my jurisdiction and they can't touch me and blah, this and so and so and so, and this, that, and the other. Yeah. These guys are involved. Your police reports for all your incident reports, everything we had to file against you, we have to go to them first and file everything. And then we get an incident report. Once we get the incident report is taken to the detectives unit. They get it. Then after the detectives unit, we have to go down to records. I have to pay the $15 to get the report. And then once I get the report, which is this little number right here, that's the report right there. Then I go down to these guys over here, and there's a section that I pull up and I put all your information, including that little incident report, show there were charges filed against you for these charges. Now I got to put more information into this. And then on top of that, I have to go down and get the second incident report, which has Mr. Williams and everybody else sitting in those charges also too. And so you'll be involved in that too. Mr. Rogers, Wake, they'll have your real name, because we do have you as this is your YouTube handle. So they'll figure out exactly who your real name is. That's who investigated you, gentlemen. The FBI is investigating you. You're a part of that. So this is not going to go well for you. It's going to go even worse. The more Jamie carries on and acts it like this, the worse it gets for you guys at the end of the day, because you're now a part of this huge investigation. So this is not going anywhere. This is not going to disappear. If we didn't have enough evidence against you, if they felt that was out of their jurisdiction, there was nothing they could do, we would never have this to begin with. Officer told me to bring down as much information as possible, because they're scanning all this information into the computer system for court to get ready to build a case. And they're the ones who send it to the detectives unit, and the detective units are the ones who told us that we're going to be going to an FBI task force. That's what it is online, gave us all the information. That's how we found out about these guys. And when we contacted them, we told them your name, all your information. They said, this is what we need you to do. There's a section on the website we need you to pull up, fill out the incident report, all the information, and submit it. So we got a number from them saying that everything was submitted, everything was documented, everything's in the system. If you get any more information, please print it, send it through. So we have the next incident report, which has Mr. Williams in it. Mr. Rogers is also in it, and also Wake, your handle's in it. And keep in mind, if you say, I just got my handle, they can't find me. Again, it's the FBI. They're going to find out everything there is about you. They already know enough about you already. You'd be surprised. They know a lot about you. And all we have to do now is just basically submit evidence showing that all this stuff actually happened. Mr. Wake, we have you basically doing fake unboxings on our products, taking your picture next to receipts, posting my pictures and images and all that stuff. They take care of all that. Defamation, all that stuff. They handle all that. Copyrights, they handle all that. Perjury, they handle all that. Business fraud, they handle all that. So we have tons of evidence on you guys, including that website you may call, or the YouTube channel, the guy next door. They had that. They've been through that dozens of times. And all you guys are showing your faces in this particular site, slandering me. You're finished, gentlemen. I know you're trying your hardest to try to discourage me at the end of the day, but you have to understand, I've been to court before. This is not my first time doing this. I've done this before. I've taken people to court. I've sued people. I've done this already. I know how the whole entire system works. I got friends of mine that are officers. I've dated officers before. You're going to tell me at the end of the day that someone's going to file a report, and because they moved, officers are like, oh, well, you know what? We're not going to touch that anymore. Let them go. If that was the case, how many criminals would be running all over the planet right now? Because you moved to a different state, they can't get you. You can move to another country, they can come get you. FBI is involved. That's who's involved. And FBI's jurisdiction is everywhere in all 50 states and beyond, which means basically overseas. No. You're going to jail. That's all to it. Just face it. See right here? This is what they investigate. This is what they do. Cyber crimes. You got tons of cyber crimes against you. Civil rights. We got emails with us calling us niggers, and you'd be surprised some of the stuff we got in the emails. You haven't seen half of the crazy stuff that's in the emails. Yeah, all that stuff is in there, buddy. You guys have violated all this. Look at this. Business, industrial partnership, which means basically anything in business fraud, yeah, perjury, all that stuff, it's on it. That's what they involve in. Take the time, Jamie, before you send me any more emails with some dumb nonsense. Look up what these people do at the end of the day and understand this is a situation you've gotten yourself into. This is who is involved in basically arresting you. This is who we gave your incident report to. And this is the one that's going to be taking care of the problems that we have with you and your associates with carrying on toward my company and harassing my company. All right, then. I'll be sure to take that email down there so they can scan that into the system so they can have a look at it. Because when you're in court, they're going to ask you, what officer did you talk to that gave you that information? What's the badge number? Who was the officer? You're going to be in a lot of trouble for this. Oh, he learns nothing. I tell you, he learns nothing. Absolutely nothing. Doesn't learn anything. This guy, at the end of the day, like I told you, these same practices that Jamie carries out here in the real world, he's going to carry these same practices in there, and you're going to get your head kicked in. You're going to learn respect. It's a whole different world in there. You're going to learn a lot of respect in there. You are. Try that sneaky, snide, dirty stuff in there and see what happens to you. I'll see you in court soon, Mr. Fernando. Very soon. And keep in mind, if you're on your YouTube channel right now talking about how you're not going to jail, oh, please don't do that then today. Because again, you're in an open case right now. You're being watched. All right, then. I'm going to get that email printed out, get a copy of it, forward it to here so it's hooked up to my printer over here. And Monday morning, get this down to the Allentown Police and have a talk with their captain or the head supervisor, somebody over there, about basically this email we got from you, stating, also with a fake name attached to it, stating that he contacted the Allentown Police Department and they said there's no case involved. So if that's the case, what's this? What's that right there? If there's no case involved. You're scared, and that's what you're telling me at the end of the day. You're desperate and you are scared. Doesn't make a difference if you move, Jamie. Doesn't make a difference at all. If you move, you get a bench warrant. That's what's going to happen. All right. Got to go. Thank you all, and God bless. Wait. What the heck am I doing? It's Monday. I thought it was Sunday. I'll be down today to take care of it. Yeah, let me go get this printed out. I'll be down today to take care of it. I'm thinking that it's still Sunday. It's Monday right now. This is tell you how many hours I freaking work in a day. I'll take it down today. Thank you for sending it to me, by the way. We'll be in touch soon. Bye-bye.